Meghan Markle's latest Netflix venture, With Love, is being hailed as her final chance at redemption. Despite the show being dragged online for its pretentious tone and her awkward encounter with Mindy Kaling, Netflix has renewed it for a second season, set to premiere this fall. 2 seasons in a single year? That's surprising, considering Meghan and Harry struggled for years to produce anything that didn't revolve around them lamenting their royal fallout. Yet, even with all the buzz, With Love is failing to generate the same numbers as their previous tell-all, Harry and Meghan. And let's talk about the content, because this show has delivered some of the most bizarre moments on television. From Meghan acting like she invented chopping fruit to awkwardly exposing her lack of knowledge about beekeeping, the series has viewers cringing more than connecting. Oh, and did we mention the striking similarities to Pamela Anderson's Cooking with Love? Coincidence or another Markle rebrand? The Great Rebrand, from American Riviera Orchard to As Ever, or As Never. Meghan's business ventures have been as chaotic as her Netflix projects. She launched American Riviera Orchard, struggled to secure a trademark, dabbled in jam and dog treats, then abandoned it all, only to rebrand as Ever. But here's where it gets messy. Multiple pending trademark applications, a name that small businesses are already using, and a rushed rollout that seems more like a cash grab than a well-thought-out lifestyle brand. For someone who once decried media intrusion and the exploitation of her children, Meghan now has cameras inside her home and posts her kids on Instagram to promote her brand. Privacy? That ship has sailed. Her attempt to trademark As Ever has also sparked controversy, with a New York-based small business claiming it could harm their brand. Even the logo appears to be a direct ripoff of a Spanish town's coat of arms. To make matters worse, she's already been blocked from selling clothing under the name due to an existing Chinese brand called As that supplies to H&M. Bizarre moments from With Love. And now, let's dive into the truly unhinged moments from With Love, because TikTok can't stop talking about it. Meghan Markle's attempt at being relatable in With Love has backfired spectacularly. Even people who don't follow her antics can sense something is off. The show is filled with cringeworthy moments that reveal just how out of touch she truly is. The Sussex identity crisis. One of the most bizarre moments was Meghan's interaction with Mindy Kaling. Kaling tried to make her relatable by joking about her eating Jack in the Box, but Meghan abruptly responded, "I'm Sussex now."
I don't think anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
Wait, what? After years of media appearances, an Oprah tell-all, and an entire Netflix series about escaping the royal family, she's suddenly embracing the Sussex name? For someone who once claimed that joining the royal family cost her identity, it's ironic that she's now eager to reclaim a title associated with it. Not to mention, the surname Sussex isn't even accurate. Her children are legally Mountbatten-Windsor, not Sussex. If this was an attempt to flex royal status, it completely missed the mark. Pretentious cooking and the fruit rainbow revelation. Meghan presents everyday tasks as if they're groundbreaking discoveries. Case in point, chopping fruit. She dramatically arranges a simple fruit platter while stating, "A rainbow is coming together here." Yes, Meghan, fruits are different colors. That's just how nature works. Then she shares a brilliant parenting hack. Serving kids a small row of fruit for breakfast. Revolutionary, hardly. Parents have been doing this for decades. The internet quickly pointed out that this advice is about as insightful as telling people to drink water when they're thirsty. Gushing over mediocre cooking skills. Her friends are clearly there to inflate her ego, reacting in awe over the most basic tasks. One guest marvels at a simple platter of vegetables, exclaiming, "Oh my God, how long did this take you?" It's a plate of cut-up veggies, not a Michelin star dish. Then there's her pasta-making moment. She makes a one-pan spaghetti dish, which she calls noodles. But before anyone can critique it, she quickly clarifies, "Not that my children are eating heaps of noodles." Why the immediate defensiveness? This constant need to preemptively defend herself screams insecurity, trying and failing to be funny. Meghan's forced humor comes off as awkward rather than charming. When celebrity chef Roy Choi mentions his love for metal music, she looks completely baffled, as if she's never met anyone with diverse interests before. If she truly had the global friendships she claims, why is she so shocked by something as mundane as a music preference? The beekeeping debacle. Meghan wants us to believe she's been beekeeping for a year, yet in the same segment, she asks the beekeeper, "What's the lifespan of a bee?" Shouldn't a seasoned beekeeper already know this? Then comes the staged discovery moment when she realizes beeswax can be used for candles. The beekeeper tells her this, and she starts clapping excitedly like she just cracked the code to sustainable living. Viewers were left wondering, if she's truly been beekeeping for a year, why does she seem to know absolutely nothing about it? The cozy Beyoncé blunder. In an attempt to name-drop Beyoncé, Meghan references the song Cozy when describing her kitchen ambiance. The problem? Cozy is a high-energy dance track about confidence and being comfortable in one's own skin. Nothing to do with warm drinks and quiet moments. It's clear she just wanted the Beyoncé association, even if it made zero sense in context. The desperate, working mom narrative. Meghan repeatedly tries to convince the audience that she's a hardworking, hands-on mom. She speaks about her children as if she's the only parent in the world who makes preserves or cooks for them. However, many question why she feels the need to prove this so aggressively. If she truly lived this reality, wouldn't it speak for itself? Adding to the contradictions, she wants us to believe she has the luxury of gardening and making homemade honey while simultaneously pushing the struggling working mother angle. Which is it? You can't be a full-time influencer, an entrepreneur, a beekeeper, and a struggling mom all at once. Pick a narrative. The fundamental problem with Love is that Meghan Markle lacks the charisma and authenticity needed to carry a lifestyle show. She overcompensates with exaggerated reactions, scripted interactions, and forced relatability. Her contradictions make it impossible to take her seriously. One minute, she's lamenting the loss of her royal identity, and the next, she's using it to market herself. At the end of the day, With Love is less about inspiring others and more about Meghan Markle desperately trying to remain relevant, and the internet isn't buying it. The mess continues. Meghan's ever-changing persona. Meghan Markle's latest Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, was supposed to be a heartwarming foray into lifestyle and cooking, but instead, it's being called out for its glaring lack of authenticity. The show has drawn sharp criticism for what many see as yet another attempt by Meghan to craft a new, relatable identity, one that suspiciously mirrors both Catherine, Princess of Wales, and even Pamela Anderson. One of the biggest controversies surrounding the show is Meghan's sudden passion for homemade jam, gardening, and simple living. Critics argue that this feels like an artificial reinvention rather than a genuine interest, especially when compared to Catherine, whose love for homemade preserves was documented over a decade ago. A 2012 Vanity Fair article even noted that Catherine made her own jams and chutneys as gifts, a striking parallel to Meghan's newfound homemade brand. But it doesn't stop with Catherine. Pamela Anderson's Cooking with Love, which was released in 2023, bears an uncanny resemblance to With Love, Meghan. From the nearly identical show titles to the promotional photo shoots, complete with the same relaxed farm-style aesthetic, Meghan's latest venture appears eerily derivative. Even their magazine cover headlines are nearly identical. Anderson's Better Homes and Gardens feature was titled Returning to Her Roots, while Meghan's People cover used the exact same phrase. Beyond the identity questions, the actual content of With Love, Meghan, has failed to impress. Reviews have been brutal, with The Telegraph calling it an exercise in narcissism, filled with extravagant brunches, celebrity friends, and product placements rather than genuine lifestyle advice. The Irish Times noted that the show struggles between aspiration and relatability, ultimately failing to strike a natural balance. Another major red flag? The lack of a Netflix premiere. Typically, even minor celebrity projects receive some sort of red carpet event, but Meghan's show was quietly screened for a small group of hand-picked fans. The absence of industry support has fueled speculation that Hollywood's interest in Meghan is waning, leaving her reliant on self-promotion via social media. At the heart of the backlash is the belief that Meghan is still struggling to define herself. She wants to be seen as a hands-on, down-to-earth woman who makes her own jam, but also as an effortlessly elegant celebrity with a glamorous, Pinterest-perfect life. The contradiction is glaring, and critics argue that this constant reinvention feels more like a marketing tactic than a sincere reflection of who she is. The real question is, who will Meghan become next? With her past attempts to establish a strong personal brand falling flat, it's only a matter of time before another reinvention emerges. Stay tuned for the next chapter in her ever-evolving public persona. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned to Past Famous for more fascinating stories about your favorite stars.